dear students, this is Devinder Kaur and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Enlightened Room. In this video, we're going to study about resistance. Well, not the resistance of money heist, but the resistance of a conductor. So let's get started. If we have to define, not mathematically, but we have to explain it to someone who doesn't know anything about resistance, and how would we explain it? Well, resistance means obstruction to the flow of electrons. That means resistance means opposition of electric current. What do resistance do? Resistance opposes the electric current. So as we are talking about resistance of a conductor, right? We are talking about resistance of conductor. Now what does that mean? Well, resistance of conductor means any conductor that has least value of resistance is a good conductor. We usually use copper in the wires. Why? Because the value of resistance in copper is least. That's why copper is used in wire, and also it is very cheap material. Okay? It is very cheap, it is not that expensive, that's why copper is used and its value is least. That's why it is a good conductor. Okay, so if we have to define resistance mathematically, how we would define it? Well, if you remember Ohm's law, what does Ohm's law say? V equals IR. You remember that? Well, that's good. So R means V over I. So this is what resistance is. R is resistance. The constant of proportionality in Ohm's law was resistance. So if we have to define it mathematically, resistance of a conductor is defined as the potential difference across its ends to the strength of electric current that flows through it. This is resistance. Okay, so this is how we define resistance. Now what is the unit of resistance, or how do we measure resistance? Well, the unit of resistance is ohm. And some people usually ask what is the value of 1 ohm, or how you would define ohm in terms of volts or amperes. Well, 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt over 1 volt over 1 ampere. So the resistance of a conductor is considered as 1 ohm if 1 ampere current is flowing through the circuit and 1 volt of potential difference is applied across its ends. This is how we define 1 ohm. Okay. Now the question arises, what is the difference between resistor and resistance? Well, the students usually get confused in it. Now the resistor is an object. It is a device. Okay. Through which we can get the desired value of resistance, while resistance is an electrical property of conductor. Okay, resistor, my dear students, is a device, while resistance is an electrical property. Okay, well, resistor is a device through which we can get the desired value of resistance, while resistance itself is an electrical property of a conductor. So this is how we get to know about resistance. So if you want me to make a video for the numericals, well, why to make a video? I will explain it here. Okay, now let us assume we have an electric heater and 5 ampere current is flowing through it, and let us assume the potential difference across the ends of that conductor, that the whole thing in the electric heater is 220 volts. So how do we define resistance? It is pretty easy. It is R equals V over I. V is 220 volt and I is 5 ampere. So this is how we define it, would be 4 and 4. 44 ampere. Resistance of electric heater comes out to be 44 ampere. The numericals or the problems related to resistance are very easy. You can do it on your own. Okay, so this is how our topic ends and our video would end. So if you liked my video, share it to your friends, share it to your roommates or schoolmates or classmates. And for more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much.